Hi dear users, hope you are doing alright. I'm with you with another Project Center courses of Adobe XD. On this project, we are going to talk about the taxi application. It has different colorings, as you can see, different sections that have been designed beautifully, and we intend to, based on this project, include and analyze the items together and see how they are. Okay, we are going to deal with different sections of the project. The first page is the splash page, like all the other projects. And on the second page, after receiving the phone number, we go to this page where it asks for the verification code. And finally here, we save the credit code number. And here we can choose the location and the destination where we are supposed to go. Here, in fact, we choose the destination. Here we choose the current location, and here we have select destination, and the request we receive from the driver can be seen on this page. And finally, here we have the taxi fare, the driver, and his ranking. And finally, we have the delivery section. We are going to design this application in two formats. One's dark or black, and the other is the light version. As you see, I am just going to apply some changes on the user interfaces of this project so that we can have the dark section together. If you agree, I get a started section so that I am going to set the dark form of the application and set it up. Okay, like all the projects that we have had, I am going to use this font, and here I write dark UI taxi. Font would be, in fact, I change it to, and finally this is changed to bold, and color would be set on this. So I set it here, I make a copy from this, and here I write light UI taxi. Very well. Now the dark color that I'm going to choose for this project, first let me take care of the coloration and finally get to the other items. Well, the color code that has been chosen, this is the blue color that has been chosen here. I am going to make things more exciting. I change the color to the blue one that we have right over here. Like this, the code is saved here so that I can apply it on the rest of the pages. Okay, very well. So this section needs to be changed like that. I'm going to change this section to the green color. I save the color code so that I will be able to use it elsewhere. The writings that I have here, I change them to green color. we had here, and now this section for the phone input will be left intact. And finally, the text that we have here, I'm going to change it to green. We are going to apply the same thing on the other UIs that is on these pages. I am going to apply these changes one by one, and we are going to choose and apply the dark UI of the project like this, and I change this to the green color that we have over here. Okay, then we need to change these as well. We do it very well. I turn the dark color to green, and the inside would be changed to this one. Very well. And this one is the same. Here the same thing is applied, and finally all the changes inside the UI will be applied. So that I can see how things are. Very well. We can choose the white color as well. So here I choose the white color. I can choose the white color. So if you allow me, I am going to change these items to, we can use white color or green that we had before. I'm going to change this to white. We can have the white and green color. It doesn't make any difference. Well, but we want to get what we have on our mind. Alright, that's up to here, and the rest of the pages are changed here. This white color, if I want to change it, it changes like this. So what I need to do is to apply the changes only in certain areas. For instance, the circles that I have here, and finally this one, I am going to change them to black, but the contents inside of them are going to turn green. And let me have the car as green. Of course, well, don't receive this, but the rest would be necessary like that. This one as well. This one would be applied here like this. Okay. This item, we can change the color to green. And this item as well. Okay, so let me have all the pages in the same color. We change all to green. This one is the same. This one will be green, and finally this one would be green like this. Okay, inside this page, and this one we would choose this, and above here and above here we would have this color code, and the contents inside would be changed. Of course, the other option we have is to change all these items like this, so that we would get what we are looking for. But I am just going to change these sections to green like this. And of course we have some changes here. This one is changed to green, but the contents inside are set like this. Well, let me apply it on each one of them. Like this. I'm going to choose the white color for it, and we have 3 icons here. Okay. Like this. We need to change the border color up to here. And finally, the button that we have here is changed to green, like this. Exactly like these pages. Here is the same. That is, I changed this to green because our theme is black. And this one is changed in the same fashion. Very well. On this page, well, this section has changed color on its own, but here I change the black one to green like that. Okay, this section that has been designed like this, with this line over here, can be designed with paint tool. Exactly like what we have here on the former projects. We did a lot of similar designings. I am not going to repeat the repetitive to save time. Very well, down here I am going to apply some changes. I am going to set the background on dark, but the contents inside would be green, the green that I have on my mind. Okay, here, because it is optional, we need to reduce the opacity, or we can change it like this. Both methods are okay. That is, we can take care of it both ways. In fact, we can take care of the job. And finally, this section that we have over here, I can design this like that. All the items need to have this color. And of course, here we made a mistake. This one needs to be changed to this color. These ones need to be had like this because we have a dark theme on our mind. And I choose the fill color like this, the items that are inside. I am going to choose this color, and the button as well. And I am going to use this border using this line. Okay, very well. So here we apply the changes for the dark theme of the application, and we chose the kind of blue color here. Now we are going to apply it to the rest of the pages. Stay with me with the rest of the project. Well, in the follow-up, we saw how we can darken the UI. We used a very good coloration for this issue, and now we are going to apply some changes. And here the items that are dark or black need to be turned into blue. And these parts as well. Here we need to change the color of these items because we have based the dark color on the items that we dealt with, like this. Very good. And this one is changed on this page in the same manner. We need to choose the items, and the color will be changed. Very good. We enter this page. This is one of the items. And this is the other one. I change this as well. And go over here. I choose the home icon, time, like this here. Exactly the same change of color. The text that we have over here, they need to change. Very good. On this page, I apply some changes. Okay, let us see. Very well, this has been changed. This item along with these rectangles that have been formally drawn and resized. Very well. That's right. And these other parts, which are for addresses, the changes are applied like this. Well, they are different. We can get the desired result by zooming in. In fact, in the work, the reason is that Adobe XD is a vector software, and the more you zoom in, you can zoom in up to 6,400%. And there is no downgrading in the quality. The reason is because the Adobe XD software is vector. Very well. I change the color here and enter the request page. I choose the items that I am looking for here. We have selected an extra item like this. Very well. Finally here, and this option we apply the change of colors, but this one needs to be turned green. And we go over here, the icons that we have, like this, they are changed. And finally, the items that we have here. On this page, we apply them like this, so that we will have the light version page, but here we need to use the white color. Here we can use the green color, so let me set this on green, and we change them to this color. So up to here we have managed to design the dark and light form of the application. Of course, there are some other settings that we can apply here. Imagine we want to have a setting page where we can perform the darkening settings of the project. It is quite simple. So up to here we have comprehended the notion of color and realized how useful it is on our projects. But let's get to the issue of more importance of redesigning this part to see how their items are designed. Some of these pages are easy to understand, and I think I don't need to give any further explanations. Here on these pages, the splash font is simple. This page also, but here might be a bit problematic, which is not. It is a rectangle that has had this shape like this, and on the corner radius section, the bottom right and bottom left with 200 pixels, and it is not that difficult to design. The verification code has no problematic parts. This item is the same. It is not that difficult to design, and we get to here, we change the color like this, and we can perform the art prototype. That is, we can apply it. Here I am going to have the prototype. I give the time option to it over here. Here I say 1 second. Automatically it returns to this page. I played, but it changed to this page quickly. The reason is because the auto animate section has been set like this easily. I set this on 5. Again, I play this. As you see, it takes 5 seconds until it enters to this page. I set it on easy out instead of easy in, like this. Let us see how things are. It is much faster. Very well. I set this on 3, I guess, like this. And now I am not going to have the transaction, but we can have it like this. Like this. I set it on 1 and say out. I move it to 5. Let's see. Very well. And there are more things that we can do. We do these settings for you to see how things are. So here I set this option on none, and change this to 2, and to default, which is 3, and set the delay on 6. Let's see how long it takes. I say here 9 seconds. And as you see, exactly the item that I had on my mind. I just wanted to show you different types of trigger and action so that you get to know how things work themselves out. And here, imagine by hitting the get a start button, I am going to enter this page. We set the verification section here, and we can design this page. Here, if I play, here I can see my items. Well, so up to here we saw how we can apply different colors on this UI, both the dark form and the light form, and how we can apply these changes. But the pages that we are going to design again, we aren't going to design all the pages on the images. If I want to redesign this page here, there is no special point. And if you check this item out, if I go here, as you see here, if you check out this part, okay, as you see the size that we have set here, this is a line, this is a line, the line that has been drawn to here, this point, ending point, exactly here. And as you see, there is no complicated issue. We just need to be a bit careful. Here, if we click on the shade, We set the gap area as 1, the spaces in between are set at 1, and the dash is set at 2. As you see, quite simply, we are able to design this part, so it is not such a difficult thing to do. We aren't dealing with difficulties on different levels. Okay, and imagine here if we have this image using the paint tool, we can do it. How? Imagine I want to draw a line from here to here, as you see, like that. Now here I say, imagine it is like this here. Okay, as you see, I am going to take a round and get to here, so it is not that difficult to do. I go here, alright, and there is nothing special here. I have locked this here, but I want to change the color. I change the color of this item. Let's see here. I remove the unlock button, change the border to green, and I change the size to 2 or more. I set it on 5. Of course, 5 is too much. I set it on 3, much less. And finally, as you see, if you pay attention here, we can even make the corners round. We can have them like this, quite simply and easily. I can design such section the way we want to, like this. I use the color code and make a backup to have here, and I change this to green, so it is not such a difficult thing to do. We can even use these for vectors and charts, and quite beautifully we can draw the items one by one. And on the other pages there is nothing special. And the only thing left would be how to sync the prototype sections of these pages, which is quite a routine thing to do. Here I want to design the dark page to see how the dark page is designed using certain settings. Let me see which page I can choose for settings. I make a copy from the select destination and I delete the items up there, except for this one, and finally these ones are deleted. I don't want the button, I delete the button, and now I use the text that I have here, make a backup, set it over here. I change the font to what I have on my mind. Fill would be the same color, and the side would be 20. Of course, here, I want to be like this. That is, I set 0 for it. Settings. And now the setting icons can be set. Here it can be set, for instance, let me see. Imagine, for instance, on this page I set the settings here like this. I take care of it. And regarding the icons, I make a copy from it. I set it here, and here I write setting. What would be the icon? The icon would be here. I set this, and exactly here it is set. Okay, very well. So the settings that we have here, very well, I delete and I leave it alone. Here, instead of settings, I enter dark mode. I make a copy from this. Okay. Paste it here. And I write light mode. And now, in order to distinguish the lightness and darkness, I use these circles. That is, I set it here. I enlarge this like that. Okay, I make a copy from this. Set it over here. Exactly here. And the color is set on this screen. Okay, so by clicking on this item, we are going to show this page to the user here. And design the contents one by one, like that. Change the items. I use the green color over here. Okay. Yep. Very well. In order to show this like that, we can have it in this color, and light would be set on white. We can set it on black like this, so that we can see it clearly. So by clicking on the dark, that is this one, we need to have this page shown. In fact, the transaction would be set on auto animate like this. And when I want to have light, I have the auto animate and I need to choose easy in. Now we play the work to see the result. As you see, dark and light. Okay. Auto animate is inside it, but its destination variable, I want to see that. I set it on easy out. I play it again. Let's see how it is. Sometimes when we take care of the trigger and interaction, the items may not work the way we want them to, and things may not work out exactly as planned, and this problem can be rectified. But normally here we say this section that you see, this section for instance, is transaction is set on, I set on auto animate. Let me change these to see if the changes will be applied or not. Okay. So here they have not been applied. I set it on tap, snap, and auto animate. Again, I play it. As you see, it isn't showing exactly what we want. Of course, this might be due to small bugs that are existent on Adobe XD that we can take care of by updating the software. After we have deleted the software completely so that we can install the updated version, you can hinder the issues that you had previously using this trick. So up to here we have designed these pages and saw how the items are designed. If you allow me, I make some changes to the route that I have drawn here like this. Let's see how it is. And white position, I set it on 2, and the blur is set on a little like this to have the results that I am looking for. I hope that the topics that were covered on this session were useful for you. And make sure that you keep practicing along with these projects to fulfill the purpose and destiny that you are after.